Coin Mastery Series. I was so busy over the weekend, I kind of forgot about issuing dates to everybody. So we will start the Coin Mastery Series tomorrow, and I'll give you a little recap of this day. So this is your Bitcoin and crypto news for 1/22/2018. So we will start the Coin Mastery Series tomorrow. Mr. S or Dan will be doing IOTA. He's been begging for weeks to do IOTA. It's like his favorite name. So he will be doing IOTA. Then I will be doing EOS the next day, and I have to make sure we did not do any of these yet. Because, you know, the market cap changes and the order changes. And then, so this will be a Tuesday for you guys, and you should be able to view these when you're not around. AK will do Wednesday of EOS. Thursday, I do not think we've done Stellar yet. That's what I'm checking on. Thursday, Mark will do Stellar. And then Friday, Jonathan will do Neo. So this will be your Coin Mastery Series for the week. Repeat that again, guys. Tuesday, Dan, Mr. F, will be doing IOTA. Wednesday, AK will be doing EOS. Thursday, Mark will be doing Stellar. And Friday, Jonathan will be doing Neo. We did have a little bit of technical difficulty last week with people's internet. So hopefully we don't have problems today. But you know, a lot of people on the East Coast and the Midwest, their internet was down. You know, if someone's internet's down, we can't really do anything. Hopefully, you know, thankfully I'm in California right now. So let's look at what we see today. This is, and I'm going to go through the portfolio, guys, and I'm going to send you guys the portfolio as well. So when you look at the, you know, we go in here, we look at this all the time, and we look at the same thing over and over again. First thing I look at is how many cryptos there are, 1,465. Then we go into market cap, 516 billion. Okay, we got down to about 435 billion. We looked like we had a double bottom down there. I didn't have any money in the exchanges at the time, but I do have money in the exchanges now. I'm actually looking for Bitcoin to take out 9,000 to the downside to buy more cryptos. I am not that into cryptos as much as I'd want to be yet. So I'll show you my account where I literally physically have cash sitting in the exchanges waiting for Bitcoin to get pounded again. Andrew, you were right a few days ago when you thought the crypto market would go down again. What made you think that? I thought it was a dead cat bounce. You know, as we evolve and develop more, this is the first time over the last 5 months where I'm actually a little bit scared of cryptos. And the reason is, the more people do research and knowledge on it, the more that they realize that this number that keeps increasing exponentially, a lot of these are bogus. And you know, there's one that I was looking at for a while. It's called BitConnect. Everybody in the world called BitConnect a scam, and then what happened, it came out and it was a scam, right? So if we look at a chart of Bitcoin too, I thought it was a dead cat bounce that would get sold. I think there's more selling pressure in the short term. I'm bullish long term, but you guys got to understand, as we continue to reiterate and compare this to the internet bubble of 2000, a lot of these are white labels, and a lot of these don't have working platforms. They're working on them, and they're going to get there eventually, but a lot of them don't have anything built out yet. So when we go through here, okay, and you look to see, hey, you know, what's an opportunity? We always talk about on days when the market cap goes down $100 billion, okay, this is an opportunity to potentially get long. I know we sent a trade out, an alert out for like PIVX, and I didn't get in yet, and I'm thinking about getting in. Actually, our alert was sent out at 820. It's up to 864, so it's actually still up since we sent out our alert. So on days like today, you try to look at it and say, you know, what's on my list? What have I been wanting to get in that I couldn't get in because it was too expensive? Okay, that'd be the first thing. And also saying, you know, what's outperforming the market? When you go in here and you hit the coin, you want to see a couple things. You want to see how it's performing and how is it performing versus Bitcoin. Oops, sorry. So how is it performing and how is it performing versus Bitcoin? So this is Litecoin per se. As you can see here, you know, versus Bitcoin, it's actually doing well. So as Bitcoin moves, you know, EOS, as you look at here, you know, what's underperforming, what's outperforming, obviously Ripple's underperforming, EOS is outperforming. So EOS is up 13% versus Bitcoin, okay? And I'm gonna make sure that I get everybody this portfolio, let me bring that back up here. I'm gonna make sure I get everybody this portfolio today, So let me go through my portfolio and kind of update all my names because I'm going to be losing a lot of money today. It should be good. I can restart the screen. Maybe it is. Okay, so I'm just going to leave this here. Well, now I can't see anything. Do you guys see a screen right now? Yeah, I'm trying to share it right now. So today's 22nd. Hello? Hello? I may have to... See, if I just try to make it better, now it made it worse. Hold on, start this. Okay, sorry about that. So what I started doing in the crypto space is, what I started doing at the beginning when I didn't know anything, simple and easy, guys, I would just put a couple $1,000s. So if you guys look at my first couple trades, my risk was really, really small. So when I started, I didn't know better, right? I was like, oh, you know, I'll just start small. I'll put like 2,000 per coin. And you can't look at the risk, actually. You have to look at, I guess, the dollar amount over here. So these were my first 4 positions from September, okay? I put 1,500, 1,200, 700, and 500, okay? So really about $4,000 of risk. And then I made money. And I'm like, wow, this is easy. Why don't we scale it up? Okay, so then I put 1,000 in NEO. Then I was going to 4,000 per coin. Okay, so this is how you guys should be trading. It doesn't matter if you're trading futures, doesn't matter if you're trading forex, doesn't matter if you're trading stocks, doesn't matter if you're trading options, okay? And you should be playing poker the exact same way. You start and you maybe risk 500 per crypto, okay? Then when you start making money and you feel comfortable with the risk, okay? So you start making money, you feel comfortable with the risk, then you maybe scale it up. Then you go to 1,000 per coin or per crypto, right? You start making more money. And then you just keep scaling this number up of your risk. And as cryptos go higher, this number keeps going up, okay? What I did, and it is just timing, okay? There's nothing in the world I can do wrong about this, okay? When I really scaled up, as you can see my dollar amount risk here. So I started with, 1,000 per coin. I was like, okay, let's just kind of play a little small ball, 1,500 per coin. Then I went to 4,000, so I scaled pretty big. Then I was like, hey, I really want to put it out there. And then I went in and I put $20,000 in Agorist, okay? And then I also put about 15,000 in H-share, okay? So I went from 1,000 to 4,000 to 15,000, okay? And there's nothing wrong with it. I didn't do anything wrong. I just hit bad timing. And you can't predict timing in life. So all the coins that were $1,000, guys, I killed it. Vertcoin went from $1 to 4.25. IOTA went from 50 cents to 240. That's a 6x. That's a 10x. Golem 3x. VRX 8x. Okay. Then here Nemec was even higher, but that's a 3x. Hush, that's a 4x. Okay. So everything looks honky dory. Then I just started getting slammed. In my last 2 trades, I've lost a lot of money. Okay, so I've lost a bunch. I've lost $10,000 here in Agorist and H-share, which are a couple of the alerts we sent out. So, I don't think I did anything wrong. I just hit my timing wrong. Okay, and there's nothing I can really do about timing. So what I've kind of done is just put the throttle back. Okay, I was doing so well for a while. I started scaling it up, did well again, and then when I scaled it up really large, okay, then I started losing money. So I haven't initiated a new trade in about, I would say, a week, okay? I'm still keeping on names on. I will send you this portfolio, guys, if you want it and you are a member. I just have to add the disclaimers to it, and that's why we haven't done it yet. So basically, I have about $51,000 of money I put out there, okay? Total and all the cryptos. So this was my total risk. I'm up about 43,000, So I'm up, about 80%. And I now have $93,000, $94,000 at risk. Okay. So I have paper gains of 43,000. Okay. I have 51,000 I started with. So, it's nothing bad here. I'm just trying to scale back a little bit because I see weakness. But one thing I did that I want to teach you guys, which I messed up last time. So this is my GDAX account. Okay. If you look here, what do you notice that's really, really important? Okay. You notice here that, simple and easy, oh, look at this. I have money sitting in cash in the exchange. And we'll talk about why I thought Bitcoin was going to sell off, and that was a technical analysis thing. But we see I have $28,000 in cash just sitting here, ready for another Bitcoin sell-off to start buying names, okay? And what am I going to be looking to buy? I'm going to be looking to buy some more H-share, okay? I like this around the 980 level. My first entry was 16-ish, okay? I like more Agoras. I like Agoras around the $1.80 level. And I also like some PIVX. And I'm looking for PIVX. And I'll look at a chart of PIVX because I haven't really analyzed the chart, but I want it under 820, okay? So Bitcoin, as we talk about every single day, runs the train, okay? This is the thing that will, I just got to text Mark to see, make sure he's going to be here. Okay, so Bitcoin runs a train, and I continue to see Bitcoin get sold off. Look at this, guys. It's going to break 10,000 again today. I think it'll break 10,000 today. As Bitcoin goes lower, all cryptos go lower with it. Okay, so you got to take that into consideration. So what I want to do here is I want to buy some cryptos when Bitcoin sells off. And let's look at some levels here of where I think Bitcoin can. So this is, I actually did a video with my videographer about it. Okay, so I have 28,000 sitting here, literally just sitting here, waiting for a sell-off. Okay, we've got a good sell-off so far. I'm just looking for a little bit more, and then I have money in. Was that GDAX or Gemini? That was GDAX. Okay, let's go to Gemini. So I go to Gemini here, and I don't know. I might need a verification code, so let me put this in. 9933043. And you can see here, I have $40,000 sitting in Gemini. So I have $67,000 on cash on the sidelines sitting in here. And the big question you're going to say to me is, AK, why would you leave that much money in the exchanges? Okay? And the way that cryptos work, they move so much and so fast. If you guys have money in your bank account, okay? So if you have money in your bank account, then, simple and easy, it's very, very hard to move money here. So if we have Bitcoin that sells off, and let's say Bitcoin goes to 8,500 in the next 2 days, and I go, I want to go buy. If I don't have money sitting in my account in the exchange, then I won't have an opportunity. Because the opportunities in cryptos only take it could rally right back. So it usually takes 2 to 5 days, maybe 2 to 3 days to transfer money from your bank to the exchanges. So instead of leaving money in the bank, why don't I just put it in the exchange? So you can see here, I have money allocated, ready to fire. Okay, I'm ready to buy cryptos. I have 40,000 in Gemini, and then I have Bitcoin, and then I have 27,000 in GDAX. So that's like the kind of main lesson you guys should learn from today is have money in the exchanges sitting ready to go. So when we do get another sell-off, then you're ready to buy things. Because I'm looking to buy things. I'm just not looking to buy just yet. Okay. And let's go into a chart of Bitcoin. I want to look at Bitcoin and I want to look at PIVX today. And someone said, why did you think Bitcoin was going to sell off? Okay. So here we go. This is the daily chart of Bitcoin. If you think about a Fibonacci retracement, okay, we got that 20,000. Obviously, we started at 0. 10,000 is like, this I think is the such a line in the sand. And they'll play a lot of games with this number right here. So let me go in here and draw the line in the sand at 10,000. So I think this is the line in the sand here, okay? What happened was we had a false breakout to the downside that got gobbled up, okay? Why did it get gobbled up? I don't know, but there's more buyers than sellers. So we see here at that 10,000 level, this is where we had a false breakout to the upside, came back down, straight higher, okay? Then we saw it again. We went to the downside and then bounced and moved higher. So I think we could very easily take out these lows. I think we could take out these lows. Okay? The recent lows. So the recent low went down to about 90, I think it was 92.20. This is at Bitstamp, so let me go to Coinbase. I don't like that one. Coinbase. So at Coinbase, I think 92.22 was our lows. Let's see, on this, it says 9,000 was actually the low, 9,005. Wire transfer has been taking me about 2 to 3 days. So wire transfer has been taking me about 2 to 3 days. Okay, so when you go in here and we look at it, someone's like, AK, why did you think it was going to sell off? Okay, we talk about this all the time. Resistance becomes support, support comes resistance. So we had a line right here, which was support, okay? So at some point, every time we came back to the 13,000 level, we found buyers. And we tested that 5 times. Well, actually, this wasn't, we sold off more, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I thought, what is resistance becomes support, support comes resistance. So I thought we'd get back to resistance. I don't know why I keep using yellow. And then I thought we'd find sellers. What happened recently? We came back to resistance, and then we found sellers. Okay, I'm gonna make this red for sellers. Right where support was, guys. Is that ironic? And that arrows looks better. Okay. And that's where we found sellers, right? We tested that support line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we found buyers every single time. So when we come back to the exact same level, people say, hey, I don't know, my buddy was telling me that his money took like a week too. So I guess it depends and stuff like that. Okay. So this is why I thought we'd find sellers. Okay. And we found sellers. Now we're at this critical level, which is right around that 10,000 level. And this is the real-time market. And what do? I think we break to the downside. Okay. I don't think we're going to find buyers. Every time we've gotten 9,000, we find buyers. At some point, the buyers get exhausted. And they say, enough of this. Okay. Were they right at every tail? They're right here. They're right here. They're right here. But at some point, they're going to get exhausted. And they're going to have to test new levels to the downside to find the next level of buyers. And I think the next level of buyers is going to be around the 8,500 level. So personally, do I have money in cryptos? Yes, I have about 100,000 in there. I'm up about 44,000. I have about 50,000 of risk total. Can my crypto portfolio all go to zero? Yes, of course. Do I believe in the technology? Yes. But I am short-term bearish. Okay. So I'm waiting for new levels to the downside to get in at a better price point. So I haven't allocated capital in about a week. This is kind of how I do trading too. Like I look for levels. If they're good, I participate. If they're not, they don't. And I just want to look at PIVX real quick because I'm looking to get into PIVX here. So this is one of Mr. S's favorites here. PIVX here, lots of tails, but it got up to about 16. Same thing. We have an exact 50% retracement to the $8 level. I'll be looking to get into it around 6.5. I'm being patient. In my trading account, which is very similar to, I'm just being very patient. I'm waiting for better levels. I don't need to get on board right now, right? I can be patient, okay? Patience is a virtue. So PIVX I think at 6.5, maybe if I wanted to get a little aggressive up to 720, that's where I'd be looking to get that. Agoras is another one. I don't think this is going to be on TradingView. I want to buy. Oh, I actually do have Agoras. Agoras, I'm looking at it around the $1.70 level. Okay, so I actually bought it here, and I'm looking to buy it back more down here. Yeah. So like I said, guys, I have capital on hand, on the sidelines, waiting for a little bit more of a sell-off. Okay, I think Bitcoin can go to 8,500, and I'm sure Mark and Jonathan will go through their technical analysis. You can combine all that technical analysis and figure out what you personally think. But we can't look at this, guys. We just continue to see it move lower here. 10,248. I would say in the next 48 hours we break 10,000. Okay, and let's look at the triple confirmation, because this is something I actually use. I've only taken one trade today, but let's go to this one real quick. Okay, so this is the Bitcoin futures, and I look at it on a 15-minute bar. 10,300. Okay, so 15-minute bar, and I combine that with a 30, the hourly, and the 2-hour, and we see, look at this selling pressure, guys. And we actually did not get it. It was not a triple confirmation short, but we are short on every single time frame. Multiple time frame analysis using the Ichimoku Cloud shows us bearish on the 15, the 30, the 60, and the hour on the 2-hour. So it's bearish in every single time frame. So if I had to think about it, if I want to take a bet, if I thought the market was going to go up or down, I think we see more selling pressure to the downside. Let's see the daily chart. And the daily chart doesn't have an Ichimoku Cloud yet. Bitcoin futures got in the 9250 level. So we see some selling here. 20,000 was the highs. I think we take 10. I would make a pretty good bet that Bitcoin takes out 10,000 to the downside within the next 24 hours. And I think at some point, it can't be bought on every single rally. Okay? If we actually get a sell-off that lasts 3 to 5 days, they always say in trading, nothing is a one-day event. If we actually get some selling pressure and it lasts 3 to 5 days, people are gonna get nervous. We're gonna shake out the weak hands. We're gonna consolidate. Buyers are gonna come in. But when you see tails, that means there's big buying pressure. Okay, that can't last forever. There's a lot of retail money in cryptos and in Bitcoin. We gotta shake them out first. Okay, you gotta shake them out first. So that is your Bitcoin and crypto news for 1/22/2018. If you guys have any questions, you can always email me, andrew@alphashark.com. Hopefully this makes sense to you. You know, I think we have a really good balance of a team here. You know, Mr. S goes into the deep end of the projects. You know, Mark is working on this software that's going to be great to day trade, swing trade, and longer term swing trade. And then Jonathan is really our technical analysis guy. And I kind of talk about trading psychology, I feel like, the most, and where I think levels are going to go. So Mark's going to take over here. Thanks, guys. We'll hit you back with IOTA tomorrow. Everybody have a great day.